This will be the third in our little mini-series of comparing move face with direct editing. This will be a paper tray assembly with an upper and a lower tray and 4 support rods. Only this one will be done as though it were a consumer product sitting on someone's desk rather than just a basic representation of one. So let us begin. Once again, this was exported from Solid Edge as an IGES file and brought back in so that we are in essence dealing with our IGES dumb solid. Let's save the assembly. This particular part is an example of having to optimize before you will be able to do some edits in direct editing. So we're going to go ahead and start. And remember, if you have problems doing a direct edit, this may be one of the issues, especially if it's a step or an IGES file. So always when you bring these in, go ahead and optimize. These particular ones will edit in place for that. Inspect, optimize, pick the body, finish, close and return. Same for this one. Close and return. Now we're going to do a series of edits, and I want you to pay attention to the file sizes as we go through here, and I periodically save the files. We're going to begin with this one, and I'm going to work on it as an open file because okay, we're going to save the data. I'm going to open this because I want you to see the Pathfinder as we work on the actual part, and then of course you can see the file sizes as I work on it. So anyway, top view. We want this to be wider and longer. So let's window pick. .5 inches. Enter again. And then we're going to window pick. Or we could have done it this way. Because I'm not avoiding those two bosses just for the heck of it. So now we have wider and longer. Let's save this file. Close this out and go back to the assembly. Let's do the same thing. Enter, enter. We are good to go, and escape gets out of that. Let's save this. Close this out. We have rods that need to move, so let's do that. to the center. And escape. Now this is a bit of a different scenario. We're not going straight forward, so let's go ahead and pick this one, line it to the center. If you'll notice in the middle here there's a blue field. Click on that in this instance, and we're going to bring it forward and mouse over till we see that we're aligned with the center of the hole. We're done with that one. This one I can just drag it in a direction, and there we go. We now have our tray aligned, and let's save it. Now let's say we've discovered in the service that this thing is too weak now, because as big as it supports enough weight that the boss on the side of the tray is not sufficient to hold the upper tray up without wobbling. So we need to move these supports to the corner. Let's go ahead and open this up. In general, if you're going to make some moves, consider what you're doing, and here's what I mean in this particular instance. If I want this to be brought all the way forward so that this vertex in the corner aligns with this front face, I have to make this round go away. So I'm going to click on that and delete it. Now I could window pick this part in this view, but there is a good chance that it's not going to pick up everything. So if you can do it in such a fashion that you're going to pick all of these features that you want to move in this edit, do so. For instance, on this one, I'm going to do a top view, and I'm going to select it in the top view, then I'm going to move it. Move it over to this vertex, drag it forward, to that vertex, and accept it, and I like that. That's where I want it. But we want to bring a little additional strength into this corner here, so what we're going to do, and I just want to edit this corner. I don't want to edit all similar features. So I'm going to pick selected face round only, 0.5, and accept, escape, and I now have a reinforced corner that's far stronger than what we had before. Let's go ahead and do that to the other four corners. Since I know what I need to do, we're just going to get rid of all of the corner rounds that would interfere with what it is we want. Okay, come on. Accept it, escape. Come on, I know you can do it. There you go. Now let's do our internal corner. Okay, this time it fails. Now I know in experience that generally what's preventing me from making the edit is going to be adjacent corner rounds. And remember, with direct editing or synchronous tech, if something's in your way, make it go away. And with practice and with experimentation, you'll figure out in short order what works and what doesn't work. So working on the theory that making the corner rounds around this thing go away will accomplish what I want, this is what I'm going to do. So let's start by selecting all of the corner rounds that would be involved in this edit. Bye-bye. Now let's go back. Enter. We have that. It will also fail in this corner too, by the way, so we're just going to go ahead and take care of this issue while we're at it. Escape that command. Let's start picking faces again. Accept that. Now let's go in there and reapply our 0.03 corner rounds. And it automatically picks up the other corner also at this time. Right click to accept. And we have our completely edited and changed part ready for twice the workload. And you can see how you can derive a family of parts quickly and easily. Now let's save this and see what our file size change is. Did anything change? Let's try this again. There you go. That's the change. We have added some rounds on here, so you can see that these are inside of the Pathfinder now. But the file size basically has changed very little, because in essence what we've done is reworked features that were already there in many ways. In any case, I hope you enjoyed this video, and thank you for watching once again.